Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Spencer. Just figured I'd get this whole YouTube thing started off with a little review of my 2026 S-Works World Cup Epic. Just a little disclaimer, I do work at a shop that sells Specialized, but I'm in no form sponsored by them at all, so this will just be my opinion on the bike, everything on the channel. So yeah, get into it. So 2026 S-Works Epic World Cup, awesome bike. I love this thing. Super light with the carbon seat post on it. It weighs about 21.5 pounds for the size large. I think when I weighed it, it actually weighed 21 pounds, about 7 or 8 ounces. Couple things I've changed on the bike. It's mostly stock, but I did swap out the RockShox dropper post for the Roval carbon seat post just to save a little weight. Don't really use the dropper much myself here. Around Houston, Texas, everything's pretty flat. If I was riding somewhere where there was a little more hilly, maybe I'd consider putting it back on, but it's pretty flat around here, so didn't really feel the need to have that on the bike. I have the Shimano XT pedals on it, and I did swap out the original black tires that came on it for the tan walls, the Fast Track and the Air Track, just because I think it looks really cool. Love the bike, love how super light and it just climbs really nice with the way that rear shock works. Pretty much keep it set up in the firm setting, and if you don't know what that is, the rear shocks on the World Cup, you can let the air out of the negative chamber, so it basically gets rid of the sag on the bike. Basically, when you're on flat ground, if you're doing a climb, it acts like a hardtail, but then if you do go over a big enough bump or do like a slight drop or something, you hit a certain pressure point, then the travel engages for that rear shock. It's only got 75 mil of travel, but it feels like a lot more. It feels more like 100, 110. So yeah, that's awesome. The overall fit and feel of the bike is really nice. I've left the bars just how they are. I did swap one spacer to the top, lowered them just a smidge from how it was out of the box. I put the Petey's grips on it. Yeah, I've had this bike for a couple months now. It's been an absolute blast to ride. I did have the 2023 World Cup Expert before this, neon green bike. And when they came out with this for 2026, also in a green colorway, I was super excited. Overall, it just feels slightly faster than the Expert did. A lot of that's probably due to the fact that it's around 4 pounds lighter, but also just with the S-Works carbon layup, and then also the World Cup wheels, it does feel like you're just getting better power transfer. I mean, it just, even compared to the Expert, it just noticeably, when you pedal, I noticed it right away. Just, it felt like more of that power was actually just getting into the bike and just going with it. Not really a lot of bad things I could say about the bike. There's a couple little nitpicky things I could change if I could, but it's not a huge deal. First thing being the internal cable routing for the headset, for that rear brake line. I know you probably can't see it on the camera, but it just kind of seems unnecessary to me. It would have been just as easy on the bike when they designed it to have a line in the frame, a slot in the frame where the line could go instead of doing it through the headset. So it would just make servicing the headset a lot easier. Not a deal breaker. You can still get it apart fairly easily. You can stuff a decent amount of brake line down into the frame, so if you do want to get this apart, clean and grease it, it's not that bad, but it would be nice if it could just kind of be all disassembled if you ever have to change out that top headset bearing, you gotta disconnect your brake line, which is kind of a bummer, but not the end of the world. Let's see. I do wish when they first came out with this bike in 2023, they were putting the Roval carbon seat post on the bike, which I thought was great, just it being kind of more of a short track racing bike, a little lighter. I think they might have some type of deal with SRAM going to where they're just putting the new SRAM RockShox dropper posts on the bike now. But again, not the end of the world. I just got the carbon post for it. And then tires. One other little nitpicky thing. I might make videos kind of delve in a little more deeper into individual parts on the bike too. The Fast Track in the front, the new Fast Track, love it. No problems with it. Seems to be nice and grippy for a front tire. Still fast rolling. The rear tire, the Air Track. This is essentially an updated version of the Renegade tire. I personally liked the Renegade a little bit more. I feel like on this Air Track tire, it tends to want to slip just a little bit, maybe drift a little bit if you're on super hard packed surfaces, where I didn't get that as much with the Renegade. Maybe it's me, I don't know, but I kind of liked the tread pattern on the Renegade just a little bit more. Still, the Air Track, super light, super fast rolling, so that's good. Yeah, like I said, I've had this bike for a couple months, super happy with it. And yeah, there'll be more to come with it. I'll have to try to get some good clips riding it. I'm here in the Houston, Texas area, so I have to try to get some good clips on it. And yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for watching.